This is the Ensk map we currently have in World of Tanks right now. 600 by 600 meters of gameplay action. One base over here, the other base over there. Boom, battle stars, and like that, everybody dead, guys. In 2 minutes, everybody dead. Ensk usually, you know, has very, very fast battles because this is so small map. Everybody's able to spot each other. The open field, very open, and there is just non-stop action right from the get-go. Many think it is definitely not a place for tier 10 vehicles. Many times it is actually annoying to play on Ensk, especially if you are marking something right. So 600 by 600 meter map will be turned into, wrong button guys, will be turned into 1000 by 1000 meter map. And this is the brand new version of Ensk, guys. We have many similarities if you pay attention. You know, the stadium is still there and the houses next to the stadium are still there as well. Like most of the houses in the city are actually exactly the same. They are just going to open it up, guys. They are simply going to open up this map way more, a lot more. Way bigger open area with a little peninsula or island action as well. There is a house on the top of the hill, which is actually, like, you can't see it over here, but I'm going to show close-up pictures as well. There is a lot of, you know, trenches or passages to drive through. More houses, more destroyed houses in the city, like the big house in the middle has been destroyed from both sides with some shooting balconies. We still have the middle square over there, and now you have more flanking angles as well because this road has been opened up. So today we're going to talk about this map, guys, and also I have 2 more maps to show you what Wargaming sent to this super test right now. And this is actually not the first time we are talking about Big Ensk. My last video about Big Ensk was made over a year ago. So now it came back to the super test with refined, retuned design characteristics. So this is the north base, guys. Previously the map border ended somewhere over here, and that was it. They simply added more room to play with, more room for artists as well, more room to flank. This was the old main road, but now it keeps going and you can play behind those houses as well. Little bird's eye view of the open field. With a lot more bushes. Housing market is booming over here, as you can see. Farming market is booming over here. Little trenched roads, hills, trees, sneaky places for tank destroyers, for example. Yeah, it looks big, guys. It looks very, very big. So looking at more details, more attention on the details, we have the railroads over here, of course. And as you can see, they have destroyed a lot of wagons or carts. You can cross the railroads from the middle of the map in multiple places as well. In the current version, if we remember, all the railroads basically are filled up with wagons, right? You're not able to go from this side to the other side from the middle of the map. But with this new version, you should be able to do that. This is the southern base view. Stadium is still here. You know, we can draw the invisible line of the old map border right here. Like, this is how it would look like. Coming from here, stops. You were not able to get behind those houses. Now you can. And it goes from here as well. And this was the old base, guys. Now all this is new playable area. Now this is the middle section. The big house in the middle of the city has been destroyed. You know, we had bigger houses over there, but this position feels a little bit unbalanced. I don't think they are able to shoot each other. You know, this is like the Berlin balcony. One side is the south side then defending, and this is the north side. I don't think they're able to see each other. Those balconies are more for defensive plays. But where I find it a little bit weird and unbalanced is that one side has legit window and legit RT cover. Like, if you look at this map, artillery could easily be sitting in that corner of the map. If South team is defending the attack, you know, from the heavies who are pushing in. By the way, the gap between houses is made a lot bigger as well, which I'm a huge fan of. No traffic jams anymore. People have more room to fight over here. But this adds so much more RT protection, so much more RT cover. And this wall actually as well, it's way taller than the other side, guys. So this doesn't have that type of arty cover. If the North team would sit over here and get ready for defensive plays, artillery could easily farm them, you know, from that corner of the map where they could easily be on this map, I would say, on this new design. So a little bit weird, I would say, to see that this should be balanced out as well, but I believe this hull down section is, you know, more of the for defensive plays. So a little bit closer look of the railroads. You can see that from here, right? You can cross that. They removed a lot of wagons. The middle square seems to be exactly the same. Like most of the old map stays. Most of the old map still stays in the game. Then the open field, those are the trenches I was talking about. You know, you can be sneaky, go in unspotted even, and then there is a lot of trees, a lot of bushes to knock over. You hide behind trees over here, hard cover houses over here. So yes, quite a bit different playstyle. And by the way, you can get on this little island back here as well. There is a passage from this side and also from the other side to get on this island. I don't know why you want to do that. Maybe to flank enemy team, but then you have to have information about the church as well, because on the top of that hill there is actually a hardcover church, indestructible building. Right, so you need to make sure that this area is clean. Maybe something, you know, while you are trying to push in from here, maybe something is hiding over there. You never know. But, you know, cool thing to have, at least. Maybe sneakier light tanks or medium tanks are trying to make some flanking plays up over there. So, ladies and gentlemen, bigger Ensk map. Ensk 2.0, Ensk enlarged, Ensk Viagra, I don't know how they're going to call it. And here is a little hot take, guys. I don't know. What do you think about that? Maybe not so hot take. I would love to have old Ensk remaining in the game. I don't want them to simply remove it, rework this one. I would like to have both of them. And the old Ensk, let's say, is going to be capped up to tier 6 or up to tier 7. Let's make it like province map, for example. You know, let's say up to tier 7 cap, right? And the big Ensk up to tier 10. You know, the lower tiers can play on the big Ensk as well, but higher tiers are not able to get the smaller Ensk anymore. But still, I would like to keep both of them in the match. And you can call it Ensk and Ensk enlarged. I don't know. Extended Ensk. Something like that. Let me know what do you think about this, beautiful people, in the comment section down below. Yay or nay. Big or small. It doesn't matter how big it is, guys. Anyway, next up, we have Sand River. Let's talk about Sand River, guys. So what they're going to do over here is they're going to, or what they're trying to do over here is they're trying to bring this north flank into the play more by completely eliminating the little passages back here and also over there by doing this. One big mountain was risen, and there is no way to get back over there anymore. I am honestly, like, many times I would eagerly like to jump into the Super Des server and test it out. Like with the big Ensk map I just showed. I would love to test it out, guys. Honestly, especially the open field as well. Maybe some sneaker blaze and so on. The older or the new big Ensk also reminded me Kharkov kinda. But with this map, I am not sure. Like, maybe it turns out to be way better gameplay-wise. Maybe, you know, it is actually going to push more tanks towards the middle of the map, making, well, it should or it should push more tanks to the middle of the map, because you can't go into the very separated flank which was up over there. You know, I understand that. But is this going to make it better? Is this going to improve the map? Maybe. Honestly, right now I actually cannot say. I need to get my hands on it, and hopefully this comes into the recon mode, or I'm able to, or we're able to test it out in one way or another before it will be released. So this is how the current tunes look like, and this is what they're thinking about doing. Adding more rocks, which is fine, you know, for pushing and so on. More housing, more rocks, and more bumps or bigger bumps. We'll see. maybe this area will be interesting, but this seems to be so much stronger because you have just more easily achievable counter-depression action on this side. Hard to tell, guys. Honestly, help me out, guys. What do you think about this? Would this be something you are interested in testing out? You know, comment section is for your voice. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about Fjords. Because I'm actually quite happy to see this area getting changed. They are going to open it up quite a bit by doing this. By using some TNT and blowing up some of this mountain over here. You know? You can never go wrong with TNT, right? And kaboom! Just like that. Because this map, or this position on this map was actually quite stupid. It is super choke pointy. Doesn't matter if it is your team or if it is enemy team. Sometimes the team who comes up over here, you know, which team is it? Eastern team, right? Comes up over here, sits over here for 5 minutes and absolutely nothing happens. Because it is so hard to spot the enemy base campers, even if you have the middle, you know, but if you have the middle, which is like such a power play to have the middle, which is going to be boosted even more by this, I would say so. If you have the middle, you know, you were just waiting for the middle guy to spot the snipers, and people who were up over here were able to snipe. But if enemy had also some counter scouts over here, as soon as you peeked up here, you were getting wrecked from the tank destroyers, right? So this was super choke pointy many times, but the battle was already over, and finally those guys over here saw some action. So this could help it out. I'm actually looking forward. This time I can tell you that I would like to test it out for sure. This area being opened up, more protection as well, could be more interesting, right? It definitely could be more interesting. But I would say it doesn't solve the issue we have with the middle of the map. And this spawn, guys, this spawn up over there, being able to ride up the hill, so much easier. Sometimes, you know, the Western team, I believe, is contesting it as well by driving up over here, but it is so hard to contest it, so hard to take it. As soon as your heavies make it up there, the contester is getting easily shot in the ass by all your heavies. Sometimes even from this window, sometimes from there, sometimes from here, you know. It is so easy to counter the counter push, but it is so hard to deal with the guys who are up over here because they have the rock, they have the hard cover, artillery can't hit here, right? So easily. And they have so much control, so much spotting power, so much control over this area, this side. And now when they opened it up so much more, aren't those guys more easily able to counter anything that is also driving up here? Even though they did add more hull down protection, they raised this terrain a little bit, so maybe this is going to protect those guys up here. But I don't know. I'm still not sure about that. Like to see this, but something needs to be done with the middle as well. Maybe make the middle a fighting area on its own. Like give this side of the base a road up the hill as well, you know? It cannot be safe because this is also not super safe, like it is not the safest if you have fast enough vehicle. Yes, you can get here safely, but many times faster tanks are like, I am many times doing this as well. When I have faster tank, I'm driving straight into this corner and I'm taking 1 or 2 shots into the guys who are trying to get to the middle hill, right? I'm also doing that. But you need to do something to this side as well, like make it go a little bit of a circle so they spend longer time getting up the hill and also putting them into a little bit of a risk, like those guys. So to make this more equal fighting ground, like this section maybe overall needs to be changed. Fill this with mud, water, whatever. Change that a little bit. Like something I would like to try, because right now this position for the eastern base is pretty damn powerful. But what is your take on all that, ladies and gentlemen, on all of those maps? Fjords getting some action, Sand River getting some action, you can see, and also of course big Ensk Going big or going small, guys? What is your take on all that? Please let me know in the comment section down below. I thank you so much for tuning in today. You have been beautiful. Stay beautiful. Stay awesome. Take care. And boom. Big Ensk. Bye.